Welcome to yoga at the Reno Buddhist Center. It's Saturday. I don't know if this is backwards, but it says Saturday. I have a beautiful reading from the Heart of Buddha's Teachings by Thich Nhat Hanh. And please grab water and a mat and get comfortable. We have got some people here in the studio, and we're kind of moving the camera over there. I'm going to focus on these lovely people. If you would like to be one of these lovely people next week, please come join us. Reno Buddhist Center, 10 a.m. new time for gentle yoga. All right. So everybody, why don't you just get grounded into those sit bones and really try and reach that chest up. At the same time, drop your shoulders back and down, and then tuck that chin in just a bit so the back of the neck is elongated, and you just feel like a beautiful meditator into your straight spine, like a cord is just reaching out of the top of your head and pulling you up. At the same time, pressing down into the ground. You're grounded and lifted. And you just feel so good. You can start to breathe down deep into your belly, inhaling. And exhaling. And inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Suspend the breath at the top. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Suspend the breath at the bottom. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. And just continue that. Even inhalation and exhalation with a slight extension at the top and a slight extension at the bottom. If you'd like to increase your count to 6 and then 7 and then 8, you just feel it to what works for you. The second function of shamatha is calming. When we have a strong emotion, we know it can be dangerous to act. But we don't have the strength or clarity to refrain. We have to learn the art of breathing in and out, stopping our activities and calming our emotions. We have to learn to become solid and stable, like an oak tree that would not be blown from side to side by the storm. The Buddha taught many techniques to help us calm our body and mind and look deeply at them. They can be summarized in 5 stages. 1, recognition. If we are angry, we say, I know that anger is in me. 2, acceptance. When we are angry, we do not deny it. We accept what is present. 3, embracing. We hold our anger in our 2 arms like a mother holding her crying baby. Our mindfulness embraces our emotion, and this alone can calm our anger and ourselves. 4, looking deeply. When we are calm enough, we can look deeply to understand what has brought this anger to be. What is causing our baby's discomfort? 5, insight. The fruit of looking deeply is understanding the many causes and conditions, primary and secondary, that have brought about our anger, that are causing our baby to cry. Perhaps our baby is hungry, Perhaps his diaper pin is piercing his skin. Our anger was triggered when our friend spoke to us meanly. And suddenly we remember that he was not at his best today because his father is dying. We reflect like this until we have some insight into what has caused our suffering. With insight, we know what to do and what not to do to change the situation. Gently bring the hands together in a prayer position and bring the thumbs to rest on the sternum. The shoulders come up, back, and then rolling them down, back. Fingers can fall forward. Find your heartbeat in your hands. And we will begin practice with one chant of Om. That's Ah, Om, and then with the mouth closed. Inhale deep. Let's place the right hand to our side, left arm comes overhead as we inhale into the left side of the body. Exhale through center, and then inhale over the other side. Just like a swaying tree. Try and keep the hip bones grounded as you reach over to the side. And if you'd like to activate your Ujjayi breath, slightly constricting the back of the throat and making that oceanic sound, warming the breath in the back of the throat before it enters the lungs. And giving the mind a place to rest. And that meditative sound of the ocean. Inhale, both arms up. Turn to the side, place the front hand down, back hand back. Inhale up, and we'll twist to the other side. Twist from the base of the spine all the way to the tip of the head. And if your eyes can remain closed if you'd like, or they can follow the back hand down and then up. If you'd like to incorporate a little eye yoga into your movement. Next time we find ourselves in a twist, let's stay there. The front hand will grab onto the knee, and this back hand can ground into the ground, press into the ground, press the spine straight. Inhale, big spine straight. Exhale, go a little bit deeper into the twist. Inhale, keeping the hand on the knee, this back hand's going to come up, and then over to the other side. Drop the hand above you onto the other knee. So your arms are crossed in front of the body, and we'll exhale, chin to chest, and feel a nice expansion between the shoulder blades. Come up, uncross, arms all the way up. And twist to the other side. Grab a hold of that knee. Back hand comes down behind your fingertips away. Pressing that hand to the spine straight. And exhale, go a little bit deeper into that chest. And now the back hand comes up overhead and reaches away over the body. And then gently place it on the other knee. Come up through center and bow chin to chest. Release, the hands will come to their corresponding knee, uncrossed. And we'll inhale, drop the body down and around as you smell the flowers in front of you. Exhale, pull the chest back. So you're stirring your pelvic bowl with a spoon of your upper body. Try and keep that heart lifted as you reach down to the earth. The heart is really leading the way. Maybe as you go to the left, you press down onto the right knee. Maybe as you go to the right, you press down onto the left knee. Try to keep those sit bones grounded into the earth. Really just feeling the dynamic nature of this stretch. Getting into the hips, into the back, perhaps into the shoulders, maybe into the neck, depending on what you do with your head. Make it work for you. Use this time to connect with you. That's what we're here for, to honor your body, to calm your body and your mind. And we must do this before we respond to the emotions inside of us. This gives us a place. When we get to a good place, reverse. More circle. Gives us a place to experience whatever might be coming up, because the issues do live in our tissues. So whatever comes up in yoga, you've already been breathing long and deep. You're in a safe spot, so you're free to experience that. And if it is anger or sadness or whatever, maybe cultivating that motherly quality within you to hold that emotion in non-judgment. Rising back up through center. Let's do the same thing with our beautiful heads, dropping right ear, right shoulder, and then exhale, chin to chest, over to the left shoulder. We'll keep it just to the front for a few times. So exhaling to the front, inhaling to the shoulder. And this next time, you can inhale and extend the head back. Regally, rather than dumping it back and possibly clicking or crunching through that cervical vertebrae. We don't want to do that. We just want to kind of stick our nose up in the air, because we know how beautiful and special we are. And when you get to a good place, reverse your circle. And come back through center now a little bit. So we can do our downward facing dog. We've got to warm up our wrist. We're going to do some circles, in to out. And as we circle, we're going to lift our arms overhead. Now pick your favorite hand and follow it down to the side with your eyes. Now you know it's not right to have favorites. You have two hands. So next time you come, we're going to go into out. Take your other hand, which you love equally as much, and follow that down with your eyes to the side. And then bring those favorite hands in front of you, open them up, and then put them into fists. Open them up, put the fists, put the thumb inside, put them into fists. Good. Open them up, grab the left with the right, pull the fingers back. Oh. Maybe you want to go to the 2. And then we'll flip that hand over, do the same thing, pull the fingers back. And we're going to go 6 to 8. No, 4 to 8. Other side, 10 to 2. 9 to 5. All right, and upside down. Whoa. Okay, let's do it. Let's open those hands. Let's place them down in front of us. Come on to the knees. Let's make sure our middle fingers are facing forward. Hands directly on the shoulders, knees directly under hips. And then we'll inhale, drop the belly, drop the chest, and raise the chin and the hips up, arch the back, big inhale. Exhale. Arching the other way like a rainbow. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. I want you to remember in the beginning when we inhaled until we could inhale no longer and suspend it. That's the top of your cow. And then exhale until you can exhale no longer and suspend. That's the bottom of your cat. If you want to do your eyes, you can look up to your third eye and then look down to your belly. Looking the eyes is really nice because they don't get to work as much as they used to now that we stare at screens all day. It works your intuition. It really helps prevent headaches because you're working out the inside of your optic nerve, which is connected to your brain. Lots of good qualities of working out your eyes. Come back to a flat back. After we get this movement, we're really going to try and pull the chin back so the back of the neck is elongated. This is also going to work against that computer jutting out of the chin thing that we do. So we'll inhale the right arm and the left leg up to parallel. Really reach the fingertips forward, toe tips back, reach for front and back of the room. Exhale, gracefully place them back down, head to the other side. First put on your core, so engage your core, so it's to be stable. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, place them down. You don't have to go any farther than parallel. You can be really dynamic in these movements. You can use every single part of your body. Your core is working here, your back is working here, your arms, your legs, your big muscles, your arms and legs. Your occipitals in the back of your head are keeping your chin tucked. It's such a simple movement, but we can make it as complex as we want it to be. All right, hands and knees down. And then we'll take those hips around in a circle. Now, if they click on the ground, it's okay. That's just your knee bones moving around. However, if you place more weight in your hands, that's what's likely to happen. Taking those hips around. It's easier if your knees are closer together to get your hips to really make a big round the world circle. We'll exhale as we push the buttocks back towards the heels. Inhale, forward. And when you get to a good place, reverse, reverse. press it on back to that extended child's pose. The buttocks is right on the heels. We can come up onto the fingertips of the hands. Everything looks great. If at all you can't get your head to the mat, you can always use a block there to elevate the floor. Or you can bring your knees apart so that your upper body can come down a little bit further. Let's inhale and walk those piano fingers over to the right. And keep that left tail on the heel as we inhale into this left side body opening. So feel the opening through your armpit, through each one of your ribs, and perhaps into your lower waist. And then walk the hands over to the left. Arms extended up on the fingertips if it feels good. And then keep that right tail on the heels. Send that air to the armpit. Send it to the intercostal space between the ribs. Send it to the waist. Open up that front body. Walk hands through center. We can place them flat on the floor and make enough space between them for our body to come between our hands. Look up between your hands, your body's gonna come there. Okay, so you have options here. You can either come to hands and knees and then drop it down into cobra, or you can do a striking cobra and crawl your way up to cobra, and then inhale, push it back to child's pose on the exhale. Make sure you keep your shoulders lofty here. Your shoulders are pulled. Your rhomboids are pulling behind your back to keep your shoulders away from the earth, right? It's going to help you have that beautiful open-hearted position. You stand. Good posture. One of the benefits of yoga. Definitely not why we're here, but hey, it works. When you change your posture, you affect the mind. So if you stand more confidently, you feel more confident. Yes, you do. Come back to hands and knees. Make sure those knees are directly into the hips, hands directly into the shoulders. Let's tuck the toes and push it up for our first downward facing dog. Now you can keep those knees bent a lot. And press into those hands, press into the forefinger and thumb side of the hands, stay on the balls of the feet, come into this crouching position so you know your back is straight first. Downward facing dog is really hard, so let's make it simple. Crouch, really get that back straight. Once you got that, then stay on the balls of the feet, start to extend the legs as long as you can get them, keeping that back straight. Good. Let's bend the left knee and bring the right heel towards the earth. And sink into that right heel. Stretch the back of that right leg. Please breathe. Other side, come up under the ball of the right foot. Sink the left heel towards the earth. Press into that heel. Come up onto the balls of both feet. And then we'll start to walk the feet towards the hands. And we find ourselves in a forward fold. Now you can always bring these blocks here to help you out. Let's inhale and extend the back. So really reach the crown of the head towards the front of the room. And then exhale, fold over those legs. Now if you need to keep your legs bent a lot, do it. You could even bend your legs a lot and then fold your upper body on those sides and rest your upper body on those sides. What we're really doing here, we're extending the back. So shake your head no, that is your right all the time.
And then shake your head yes, because you seem to feel expansive today and you want to say yes, because it's truly what you want. Good, now just let your head hang and be the conduit for your back opening. We're going to practice coming up with a flat back. So let's inhale and extend the back. You can even press on your thighs to really try to get that crown of the head towards the front of the room. Exhale, come down. Now remember that back extension, bring the hands onto the hips. And with that same back extension, inhale, press the feet, come up, flat back. All the way up, standing, arms up. Then exhale into the heart. All right, let's get our standing legs on. So look down at those feet. You can bring the toes up towards the face. Make sure that your arches, my arches like to collapse in if I don't do anything. So I'm going to bring those toes up and make sure I'm pushing into the floor of the pinky toe side of my foot and the ball toe side equally, raising up those arches. My quadriceps naturally engaged. I'm going to make sure my hips right over my heels, that's the right spot, good. Now my heart needs to get right over my hips, raise that heart up, shoulders down, good. And then let's look at this head back, good. So heels, hips, heart, head, all let's open those arms up to the side, beautiful, collarbones opening. And then just press into those feet, couple breaths, just feel how solid you are, how strong you are, how rooted, and how elevated at the same time, feeling that polarity, feeling that breath coming into the belly, and raising that heart up even further. You can handle your emotions. You can respond, not react, because you're solid. Stable and connected. You're in relationship with yourself. You find out new things about yourself every day. It's so interesting. So interesting to come to know yourself and appreciate yourself. And when we do this work for ourselves, then we can start to have that right relationship with the other people and experiences in our life. That curiosity first, acceptance, and embrace of what is. Let's cultivate a little gratitude in our practice. So we'll inhale, the arms will come up to the sides, and then exhale them down to the side, and then into prayer in the heart. All right, inhale up to the side. And maybe something you're grateful for, bring it into your hands, and then bring it into your heart. Bowing the head to the heart. Another thing you're grateful for. Another easy one that just comes ahead. Wow, ice cream. Now hard step. The difficult emotion. The challenging people, places, and things. And another free, intuitive one you're choosing. What blessed you today? Good. This next time we come down, come all the way to the earth. Inhale up. Hands down to the sides. Leading with the heart. Come down to the earth. And now press up into that flat back. Either hands on thighs or on the block. Exhale, hands down to the earth or to the block. Inhale, right leg back into a lunge. Now, in this lunge, solid. Those shoulders are pulled away from the ears. We're not going to slink into this lunge. We're solid. We're pressing into the front foot. We're pressing into the back foot. The right hip is going to rotate forward. The left hip is going to rotate back. So we're solid here. All right. Now that we've got that, let's drop the right knee down and untuck the toes. Inhale, up. Okay, core on, core pulled in, glutes are engaged. Big stretch on the right hip flexor. If it feels good, the palms can come together and you can look up at the thumbs. Only if it feels good. Inhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, drop the right hand down to the inside of that left foot. And feel good, left arm overhead. Maybe you want to look at it, or you can look down at the floor. Inhale. Left hand comes down to the outside of that left foot. Come on to the toes of the back foot. And then we'll exhale into a pyramid pose. If that back foot needs to come a little bit closer, you can do so. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, drape your heart over that front leg. Yeah, I think the blocks are especially helpful in this position because it's a big hamstring opener, and most of us are really, really tight on hamstrings. We have options here. One more big breath in, and then hands to the earth with the blocks. We're going to bend the front leg and bring it back to the back in downward facing dog. Exhale, the knees come to the earth. Inhale in cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Press back, extended child's pose on an exhale. Inhale to plank. Tuck those toes. And exhale, knees, and then the chest. Shoulders lofting, chin, extend, inhale, cobra. Exhale, comes back, hands and knees, and downward facing dog. We're going to inhale the right leg up this time. And exhale, bring it between the hands. Now, let's work that runner's lunge. We're not going to sink. The knees directly over the ankle between the second and third toe. Rotate right hip back, left hip forward. Fantastic. Now that we've got that, let's drop that back knee. Untuck the toes. And then if it feels good, we can inhale the arms up overhead. Push your core on. Tighten the glutes. And if it feels good, hands together. 3 deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Look at a spot on the floor that isn't moving. Inhale, exhale, that left hand down to the earth and the inside of that right foot. Perhaps the right arm comes overhead. Either look down, look up, 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, the right hand comes down, frame the foot, and we'll tuck the back toes under. If you need to bring that foot a little bit closer, please do so, and then we'll extend the right leg. Inhale, the heart comes forward, crown of the head forward, and exhale, come down over that leg, grab your blocks if you need to, of course. Relax the head. Inhale. Bend the front leg. Place the hands on the earth or the blocks, and then exhale back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Press with the forefinger and thumb side of the hand. Press the hips up to the sky. If you need to keep those legs bent, do so. Inhale. Exhale, knees down, untuck the toes. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, press back, child's pose. Inhale to a plank position. Let's hang out here for a second. Now you can always bring your knees down. So let's press those heels down towards the earth. Let's make sure our bones are in their sockets. Now pull the back of the head back, engage your core. One more inhale. Exhale, drop the knees. And then the chest. And then the chin. Inhale to cobra. And exhale, tuck those toes and back through hands and knees. And then press up to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up, 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 up. Reach it up, reach it up, reach it up. Exhale, bring it between the hands. And then we'll inhale, the right leg meets the left. And we come into a flat back. Exhale, bend. We're going to come up to standing with a flat back, hands on the hips. Inhale. Arms to the side. And through prayer. I'm going to get some water. If you want some water, grab some water. Take care of yourself if you want to stand there breathing and feel your heart beating. I know you've done a really good job. Yeah, take some head rolls. We're going to head into some chairs next. So, sometimes people do chairs with the feet apart. I think it's easier to do them with the feet together because you know that your knees are tracking and they're not going out, they're not going in. A lot of people have fun with the knees going in. So I invite you, if you so desire, to bring your feet together. And we're going to inhale, the hands to brush the floor, and then come up the chair. I'll show you the series. Then exhale, and inhale, exhale, hands come to the earth into forward fold. And we'll inhale to that flat back. Exhale, forward fold, and from here to the chair. And then exhale. So that's it. Let's do it 5 times. Inhale. Chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sit back in the chair. Good, exhale, hands to the heart. Right.
Feel your grounding, your stability. One last time. All right. Now that you are really warm, let's balance. So pick your favorite foot to balance on. Maybe you want to have the one that you're worst at first. You know what that is. That's my right. All right, so I'm going to stand on my right, and I'm going to pick my left knee up and grab it. And then I'm going to make sure that my left hip isn't lifted. It's actually the same line with my right hip. Pressing the standing foot, making sure my heart is lifted. And if you're one of those people that just loves to touch your toes, you can grab your big toe with your peace fingers. Your other hand can come to your hip, or you can take it beyond mudra, whichever one you like. Good. If and only if you're into it, you can extend the foot. All right. Bring it back to center. Take it out to the side. And then notice what your mind does when you fall down, right? Because mistakes happen all the time, and we lose our stability all the time. So just notice. Be kind to yourself. This is about you getting to know you. Back to center. We're not going to put it down. We're going to take it all the way to the back and grab it. And I just want to bring two knees in a line. Hard up. And that standing leg is working super hard. And you can feel it, thank it. If you so feel inclined, you can start to kick into that back foot. And reach it, kick it as you hinge forward. Come back to standing. And then release gracefully. Kick out that other foot. Maybe spell your name. All right. Good. Other side. My left foot, I'm going to pick up my right knee and grab it. Make sure my hips are in one line. And I'm choosing one of these awesome knots on the floor to look at. They're all so intriguing. Yeah, I'm going to do a couple of these because I still need them. If I want to, I can grab that toe. If I want to, I can extend the leg out. If I want to, I can bring it back through center and to the side. And I saw somebody get a little fun and extend it out. You can if you want to. If you're feeling like that today. You're feeling, you know. Bring it back through center. Don't place it down. Bring it to the back. Grab it. Either by the ankle or the top of the foot. And then we're going to kick the foot into the hand. Kick the foot into the hand. Kick. And as you do it, then you'll come forward. But it's really about kicking that foot into the hand.
Really. Draw your name or thank that standing foot. I did a really good job. Every time we wiggle like that, we're working our capacity. All right, so the feet are going to come out. Maybe, I want to take a point. That feels good. Maybe like 2 feet apart, and then you're going to have them angled out. You're going to inhale up, and then we're going to come up to prayer, and we'll exhale. We're going to bend and squat rather than coming down with our back, right? And the elbows will come in between the knees, hands onto the ground. Inhale and press up, weight in the hands. Exhale, round up, just standing. That is it. Let's do 5. Inhale up. And enjoy yourself. Squat down. Like the beautiful goddess you are. Inhale, weight in the hands. Press up. Exhale, roll up. Next time when you come down, let's hang out in your Malasana pose. So try and get that heart up, crown of the head lifted. You're really trying to get your back straight here. Press those knees out to the side. You can feel free to hang out here or do anything you need, or if you would like to play and see if you can't hit a crow, we can play. I want it to be nothing serious, just play. And if you want to put this guy here, just so you know, you've got a place to land, you can. Those hands are going to be wide. We're going to try and bend our arms and get our whole shin bone on the back of our tricep. So try and get those shins up to the armpit, and you can just rock forward and back at first and just sort of see what that feels like. And if you feel like it, you can try and bring one toe up, see what that feels like. Bring that toe down, bring the other toe up, see what that feels like. Bring that toe down, maybe, just maybe bring them both up. All right. Now we can just roll it on back, because I think it's about that time to do some floor stuff. Yes! And just have fun with that roll back. Oh, floor stuff. All right. So let's bring the heels in towards the buttocks as much as we can. And then we'll bring the hands down to the thighs. And we're going to bridge. So we're going to inhale, press the hips up, and come on to the backs of our shoulders. As we exhale, we'll articulate or roll the spine down. So upper back, and then middle back, and then lower back. Again, inhale up. And then exhale, a little C curve and roll it down, articulating vertebrae after vertebrae. Slow control. Next time you come up, let's hang out. See if you can't get your shoulder wiggle them underneath your body. Maybe take your hands and clasp them together. Try to get those palms together if you can. And then press your heart forward towards your face. Press into those feet. Breathe into that belly. And then clasp the hands, come down off of those shoulders, and then roll the back down, upper, middle, lower. Inhale, pull those knees into the chest. And pull the forehead to the knees. All right, inhale. Arms come out to the side, legs shoot out in front of you, 60 degrees, and then exhale. Knees to board. Little core work. I invite you to feel beautiful in this pose. That's up to you. You know, you can do it or not, but I invite you to imagine you're in water and you're doing some sort of like synchronized swimming down, and it's just so gorgeous. And maybe that will take your mind off of the fact that you're working your core. All right, shoot those legs up to the sky. You can place your head back down on the earth for waterfall. Letting all that blood that we cultivated in our legs with all of our squats come back to the center of our being. And then we'll bend through the knees and try and bring those knees into the armpits. The arm will come in between the legs and then grab the feet from the outside. Try and press that lower back onto the earth as you try and bring the knees down to the earth. Try. Maybe it feels good to extend one leg and then the other, or rock side to side. Oh, I needed that. No, I needed that. And then we'll bring the soles of the feet down onto the earth. And bring them as wide as the mat. Arms out to the side. We'll inhale, drop the knees to the right. And exhale, drop them to the left. One more time. Drop them to the right. And see, you could stay right here and just soak this in, or you can take that right foot and bring it on top of the left knee, and see how that goes. And bring that right foot down to the ground. We'll come over the other side, knee to the left. Maybe taking the left foot, bringing it on top of the right knee for a little extra stretch. Knees back up. And we'll just make sure, lifting our hips, placing our hips back down, that we're all straightened out. And then you can do one or two more things if you need to, but I'm going to extend my legs and then lift my hips, bring them down to the earth, and put my shoulders and flat thumb down to the earth, and flop my feet out, flop my hands out, away from my body. Hands and feet feel so much. So we want to allow for them just to feel the gentle touch of the air.
And then we're going to work on relaxing. That work we have to do to let one moment become the next. To let go and move on. Relax the soles of the hands, the soles of the feet, and the palms of the hands. Relax the area between your eyes. And let that relaxation travel into your inner eye, outer eye, and drip down into your ears. Relax the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Allow for it to just be slack in the mouth. Relax your pelvic floor. Palms and soles. Eyes and ears. Tongue and belly. Start from the crown of your head. Let a wave of relaxation slowly drift over your face and scalp. Through your neck and into your arms. Down to your hands, permeating every finger. Back up the backs of your arms and into your chest and back. Find the areas where you store your tension. And like a mother gently caressing that tension, tell it it's okay to let go. Relax the belly and pelvis. And the buttocks and the legs. Every single toe. Relax control of the breath. And control of the mind. Just be, don't do, just be.
Bring the arms up overhead, stretch fingers away from toes. Big breath, big stretch. And then we'll exhale, pull those knees into the chest and hug them in. Maybe gently sway side to side or taking gentle circles. And extend the left arm overhead and then bring the knees down to the left so that we can rest our head on our upper arm. And then that other hand, that right hand, I invite you to bring it down to the heart. For these last couple moments of being a baby and a mother at the same time. And there's some gentle, beautiful, encouraging motherly thoughts you'd like to send from that right hand into that heart. What is it that you need to hear if you were to ask your best friend for some encouragement and how you know what you need to hear? Sometimes your best friend doesn't always know. Sometimes your mom doesn't always know. But you know who knows? You do. You can provide those words for yourself. It's a safe place, safe space to do so. As you see your inner child smiling back at you, you can place that right hand onto the earth and gently press your way up to seated. Staying very within for a couple minutes of meditation. You're going to hit Matsya Mudra, which is called fish. You're going to place your right palm over the back of your left, both palms facing downward, keeping the fingers collected while extending the thumbs out to the side as you hold it right in front of your abdomen. Keep those shoulders down away from your ears. And just breathe. Feel what this mudra has for us. Incredible what hand position can do. Simple hand position, breathe mudra. Hands are an extension of the heart. So this mudra activates the body's self-healing potential and increases your suppleness, improves your concentration, generates feelings of devotion and compassion. That's simple. Turn those hands around and press them palm to palm, bring them into the heart. This ultimate show of devotion and connection to the self. And we'll end with one chant of Om to seal our practice. Inhale deep. I honor the beautiful sweetness that is in each one of you, for it is that same light that resides inside of me. We are all interbeing, we are all one. Namaste. Namaste.
I love Saturdays. I love Saturdays. Thank you so much for being here. Lovely to meet you. Hope this grows and grows and grows.
The tape mat. That was like the nicest compliment I've ever got.
Oh, it's nice to be in person, isn't it?
It is.
Thank you.
Not just like